Oh, hello. By the way, that was not me yawning. It appears our protagonist is just waking up. So, this game I'm playing is called Homesick. And the developers, apparently this is their only game that's on Steam. They're called something like Pulse Pause, something like that. So, this game is a story-based exploration game. Although it has a certain theme of nightmares about it. And of course a heavy emphasis on puzzles. I have no idea what that means. Hopefully we'll get back to it. More symbols. So, God, for the past few weeks I've just been recording nothing but Resident Evil at the moment. It's been number 6 as well as number 5. 5 of which I've been doing co-op with another YouTuber. Number 6, however, I've been doing completely solo. Nothing. So, as in terms of what the storyline of this game is, I actually have no idea. I don't know what these symbols mean either. Can I crouch? Oh, I can crouch. Plates. Is that frequent to put plates and cups on the very bottom shelf as opposed to near the top? Oh, there's more there. Oh, God, they need to sort their fucking kitchen out. More books. More writing. What does this mean? God, these graphics are really nice. Oh yeah, I love the atmosphere. The music's really good as well. Oh, I can open the door. More symbols. Let's have a look outside first. I wonder what this language is. I've never seen it before. Oh. So, okay, as soon as I go up to the window, I become completely blind. There's something blocking me. Yeah, there's some sort of invisible wall in the light. I can't actually cross. I can't walk in a straight line. See, it just blocks me. Magic force this light is. Oh, that toilet. Can I flush the handle? Nah, no, I can't. Oh, yeah. The Steam sale has just came on. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago it began. And I've bought about 12 games at the moment, this being one of them. Others are a mix of similar games like this. There's one called The Moon Silver, and they made a sequel called The Music Machine. Oh, an axe. And the other games are things like Quadrant, which is a horror game and what have you. I noticed quite recently, if you now play a game for less than 2 hours and you bought it 2 weeks ago, you can get a free refund no matter what. And however, that has presented a sort of problem for a few developers, because some games are quite cheap and are meant to be completed in a single sitting, like under 2 hours. The Moon Silver and Music Machine being 2 examples, and a few developers have spoken against such refund practice for that reason. But the developer of the Moon Silver himself, I quite liked what he said on the matter, where he said it was it's almost like an honor system now, or like a system of trust when it comes down to games which are so short. And he says if you played for the game and you thought it wasn't that good, you didn't like it, by all means have to take the refund with my blessing, but if you did like it, then do keep it, because that's his income, and it means they can make even more games, and of course it means he gets to continue his life in the path he has chosen of game development. These lights. Oh, the music, it stopped. Oh, I thought the music stopped then when I pressed the light. Just my imagination. That door likes to move on its own a lot. Christ. I wonder if by the end of the game we'll actually figure out just what those little sigils are. Oh, wait a minute. I can hear something. Dripping water. Water! No water in the toilet though. Oh god, the sound likes to repeat every time you click on it. Oh, and the water moves. I can't move the taps though. Oh, I can move these ones. Nothing. So, I wonder if there will be written words in this game, because at the moment it's just been nothing but symbols. I did watch the trailer for this game, but that was when this game first came out, which was the end of May. And I've forgotten most of it, but I do remember the character walking around with that axe that we saw earlier. And there was something going on, some sort of nightmare. The walls were dripping with this fluid. So, but that's literally as much as I know concerning the overall plot of this game. They did say one of the inspirations was a game called Gone Home, which a few people absolutely hated because of the end storyline as to what it was all about. But personally, I loved it. I thought it was a very interesting game. I really like the exploration of it, and yeah, I can see where people are coming from when it comes to not liking that style of game, because you are essentially just roaming around and picking up clues as to what the mystery is. But I really like that. I like puzzling together just what was going on with the family. At the start of the game, but for the first 20 minutes, I was actually quite scared, because I went into it thinking it was a survival horror sort of game. Like, I knew that there were going to be no enemies, but I still thought that there'd be that horror element to it, because there are a few games which can be scary, but you can't die. There's a Silent Hill mod called, I think it's called Alchemilia, which I've downloaded and I'd like to play that, but that's more on using horror to tell a story, as opposed to frantic amnesia style chases or Five Nights at Freddy's sort of jumps. Now, these rooms are looking a bit similar, so I'm getting a bit lost at the moment. Shame I can't run. Oh, same notes. I've been here before, isn't this where I started? Oh, I'm such a fool. Let me see if there's an axe here. Yep, fuck. My bad, I've gone completely the wrong way. So, considering this game has like sort of nightmare elements to it, I wonder if we are actually sleeping, because the game's called Homesick, so maybe I'm guessing the storyline is I'm playing as someone who lived here back when it looked really nice. Oh, I'm being blocked. The light is physically preventing me from moving forward. So I'm guessing like years ago they lived here, but say a disaster happened, because this place is abandoned to the point where plant life is now growing. So this has been abandoned for a long time. If I'm to take a wild stab in the dark, I'm saying the game is set in Chernobyl. That is my prediction. I have no idea. I don't know where the developers are from or anything like that. That's just my guess. I think we're set in Chernobyl after the nuclear power incident of I think it was the 1980s. Oh, a key. Can I open you? There's something in there. Oh, the key snapped. It snapped off inside. Ah, good. So, I guess, yeah, the characters say they've fled Chernobyl with all the others, and this is them having a dream as to what their home looks like in their eyes. Because you see, even though the area is completely abandoned, it's a romantic sort of abandonment. Like, if you look outside, the light is beautiful. If it was just pure. And the plant life as well is all it's all fresh and clean. Yeah, it's all weeds, but it's bright green. It's not rotting or mouldy. The only thing in any sort of disarray is just here, the environment. It does remind me a bit like Fallout with all the like the charred sort of feel to it. The music is lovely. I don't know where they got the music from, but it's very impressive. Oh. Unfortunately, we can't actually see anything outside, just the clouds. Oh, of course, a bucket! That means water. I think the water is in here. Yes! Hey, I'm doing it. Do we put it in the toilet? We don't. Now I am lost because I haven't seen anything which made me think if only I could put water on you. Right. Now where do we go? Oh. I don't know why the light is stopping me from moving on. Maybe it's symbolic, like the light is the real world, where, you know, the whole don't walk into the light, you know, like at the end of the tunnel sort of thing. And so as we're not ready to move on yet, we are remaining here in darkness. What about the axe? Does the axe want water? We do not. Oh! Oh gosh! What's wrong with you? Why won't you? Why doesn't the axe want to listen to me? God, that sound effect's quite odd. Makes me think like someone's actually done that sound themselves, like a voice, like someone's actually said and they just recorded it. Okay, I don't know. What are you? You're nothing. Oh well, let's move on. Let's see if we can find out just what's going on. One thing I am wondering is those light switches, whether they actually have a significance as to what the game is. Yeah, because as there's no written words in this game other than those symbols we can't actually comprehend, I'm wondering whether this game is just going to be Symbolism City, essentially. Which, that can be a good thing. There's a game which recently came out called Homesick, and is actually set in the minds of people that are suffering with night terrors. And so it's essentially just all that, where you see things which are symbolic to their lives or their inner nightmares. It reminds me of... Oh, we can look outside. Oh god, the entire place is a complete wreck. It reminds me of a game which, what was it called? It was called The Path, that was it. Where don't go to grandma's house or the wolf will get you. And the wolf is a symbolic representation of something which attacks them, whether it be a person, an actual animal, adulthood. That was a wolf in one of them. I didn't like that game. That was a walking simulator to the extreme, to the extent where nothing was actually happening, and you spent hours just roaming aimlessly, waiting for random events to occur. Now, these light switches, what if they... You don't connect to anything, do you? No. Okay, let's move on. Ah, fuck, I keep crouching for some reason. My bad. I mean, it's not the game's fault, it's me. I keep pressing the C key by mistake. Oh. Music stopped. Oh no, there we are. And again. I always get nervous when the music stops in games. It means something bad is about to happen. And it wants you to listen to what's coming up to you. What if... Oh! Oh, you can take the key back. Okay. That's actually... In all the years I've been playing computer games, I've never actually seen that where you can just take the key back. Because normally it gets just stuck there, like arbitrarily by the game, because you don't need it anymore. I'm sure, but we'll take it on our little adventure. So what if? I'm trying to see if I can get past this wall. No, completely blocking me. All right, let's get some keys. So I'm pretty sure you're the one that's broken, aren't you? You are. God, I actually did that when I was about 16. I accidentally broke a key in the fucking lock, like the idiot I am. Right, let's see if we can open this door. Hopefully so, and then we can proceed with the game. Ah, there's no lock. Oh, just let me have the axe. Come on. No. Oh well, yeah, that's me completely fucking lost. The only suggestion I have is those light switches. Oh. What if I follow these, like these wires? Huh. Now let's have a look. Oh, damn it. Oh well, let's move on. So, gosh, what else have I been doing recently? I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm. That's quite a good game. I'm also a big fan of Dota 2 or the MOBA games. I've been doing Pathfinder every weekend for the past, I think, year and a half now. We're actually almost finishing an entire campaign. Oh, we can sit down. And I do really like these sort of RPG games, like where it's tabletop or pen and paper, because of the freedom which games don't allow you. Because with computer games you're restricted to what the developer adds in, whereas with games with a pen and paper sort of feel to it, the rules or the limits are only the ones that you instruct upon yourselves, as opposed to what a developer places upon you. Oh, there we are. It's the flowers. Oh, they've gone beautiful now. Oh, the flowers are all really pretty. They're not weeds at all. Oh. Okay, so we've done that. Now what do we do? We have become ruler of the flowers. And, oh! Fucking hell, it made me jump. Oh, looks like you want to go to bed because you just yawned. God, that yawn. Just, scariest yawn I've ever heard. Looking at all these flowers actually reminds me of the PS3 game, also called Flower. Just the colour of the plants, just because it's so bright. Flower was a game I absolutely loved. It was a game you controlled entirely on the 6-axis, which, although I really disliked the 6-axis, I did think it worked very well with the game Flower, and that surprisingly had a very good story. Well, actually, I say very good story, it's more themes of a story than anything. At one point, a flower is having a dream where he is working with science, technology. He is turning lights on, and this light is enabling the flowers to be seen in darkness, and that lets you move on to the next area because you can't roam in dark. But at a certain point, your character begins to have a, well, I say your character, the flower pot that you play as, because you're essentially playing as like the dreams of a flower. it has a nightmare, and the lights decide to break, and it sets the place on fire. The level afterwards is also set in a nightmare. Everything's all dark and colourless. And although people said they quite liked that mission, I thought that was the worst one in the game for the precise reason that it just had no colour to it. It was just dull, and yeah, I see that was the point of that one mission, to give an extreme contrast to the rest of the game, which was incredibly bright, had a lot of life, a lot of character to it. Very unique sort of game. Graphics were incredible. The way they modelled all the grass was beautiful. And then the nightmare eventually ends, and you did the last mission where you're not only restoring flowers and plants, making them blossom, but you're also restoring the buildings as well. You're making the buildings all really shiny and bright and clean. And that was gosh, that game was how old now? I think it was like 2008 or something. Still, it looks wonderful even today. Although there's quite a few games which have stood the test of time as to how old they are, and yet the graphics are still holding up very well. Metal Gear Solid 2, which still looks better than a few games I've seen which have came out only this year. Hideo Kojima was crazy when it came to things like graphics. In the original Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation 1, when you fight the ninja, that boss battle, you fight him in some sort of office room, and there's about 8 desks in there. Every single desk is handmade. There's no copy and paste at all, because he wanted the player to be fully immersed. He wanted the player to look at the room and say, this is real. All these places are being lived in. This is like a genuine looking area. Where you could mistake it for a real office. Well, you know, if everything wasn't a load of very blocky pixels where their mouse and hair never move. And I'm just trying to think of these lights. I'm guessing, okay, the only thing I can do is involving these light switches. So, do I turn them on or do I turn them off? Also, which is on and which is off? Let's see, that's off and that's on, isn't it? In my house it is anyway. Oh yeah, let's turn them on. So, when it comes to, you know, things like copy and paste, keeping the player immersed, an example going against that is, or I say against, reinforcing it would be the best word, but doing the opposite of what Metal Gear did. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, which was not made by the original developers, Frictional Games. It was made by the Chinese Room, and they completely simplified the game and removed a lot of the things that were good about the Amnesia. And one thing they did do, shitloads of copy and paste. I was playing the game for less than 3 minutes, and already I had seen the exact same painting no less than 5 times. It just screams laziness, and it did bring me out of the game, because when I saw the exact same painting repeated over and over again, I was looking around and I was thinking, oh yeah, all of this game is like that. It's all just pre-made blocks upon other pre-made blocks, just copy and pasted over and over again. And where do we go? I'm gonna have to look up a walkthrough soon. I'm just gonna be trapped here for all eternity, unless now that the plants know I'm their friend, they'll let me pass. Yes, no, lying. It seems like the alliance of plants and sunlight does not align itself with me. Oh dear. I know Frictional, on the talk about Amnesia, I know Frictional Games have decided to make another game, first person horror, called Soma, and it's about, I think it's set in a space station. It's about machines like robots, artificial intelligence, as well as the difference of an artificial intelligence and a sentient being, one that can understand concepts such as morality. That looks like a very good horror game. I think it's due to come out in September. It's not on the Steam store just yet, so it can't be pre-ordered at the moment. But oh gosh, definitely got to be getting that. It's gonna be really good. Hopefully it'll be as big as Amnesia when that game came out. Gosh, I love listening to the music in this game. I think it's very fitting, really nice. Look, I've always been a fan of the like pure piano sort of soundtracks. I do think that like done right, the piano can completely carry a game, like through the emotions. I know, talking back to Metal Gear Solid 1, the soundtrack was an incredible important part of the game. Essentially, I think the soundtrack in story-based games can be considered the main character, because the music determines what you're feeling. Because if you have like a very, very cheerful, jolly song, and yet it's the scene where, like, say Metal Gear Solid, say it's a scene where Sniper Wolf gets shot, and you're playing like a really cheerful, triumphant song, it'll go against the feelings of the game, because in that game was very torn with how you were feeling in terms of victory and the morality of what was going on. Because some characters joined the baddies because it was the only choice left to them, because they saw that the world had abandoned them, and in their sorrow of their family and their friends dying around them in conflict, they've decided to join the group of revolutionaries, so that they can either take vengeance on the world that has wronged them, or so that they can find a new path in life. Sniper Wolf was the obvious example, where she joined them because the world, or at least the governments, turned a blind eye to what was going on where she lived, and she decided to join Big Boss's group of mercenaries, because he arrived and brought her out of that environment. I say brought her out, he turned her into a soldier essentially, so she was still in the war zone area, but she was now looking in the distance as an observer, hence the name Sniper Wolf, because they're all named after their weapons and an animal. So you had someone called like Decoy Octopus, who just disguises himself as other people instead of squirting ink at you. But I think definitely the music is, I think it's as important as writing in a story-based game. Metal Gear has always had a great soundtrack. It's always treated it very seriously. The Silent Hill soundtrack as well, very famous in terms of video game music anyway. The theme of Laura, for example, which most people that have played computer games all way back from the PS2 era have likely heard of. Just where am I supposed to be going? I'm just roaming at this point. I'm going to have a look and a walk through, find out just what I've got to do. Oh, I wish I knew what was going on. I don't know where to go. So fucking lost. Let me in.